What's going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and today we are taking a little bit of a twist. No graded cards this time, but we are talking about our current investment strategy how it's differentiated over the last, I'd say, 2 or 3 months. So we are going to talk to you about what our current individual strategy is on investing in sports cards, and then we're going to tell you our top 2 players across all the sports that we are spending our good hard-earned money on.
Only 2, John.
No bonuses.
Honorable mentions this time, but because we have you on the spot, you can go first.
Oh, you want me to lead off?
What a guy.
So I have my green shorts on right now. I don't know if you can see those. It's because I do nothing but make money. So nothing but green right there. So
like a CSG slab.
That's right. Exactly. CSG is nothing but money. But anyway, so my investment strategy has kind of evolved over the year as it's gone on. So somewhere around the June, July time frame, I went in on a lot of the quarterback rookies from the 2020 season, and that's really the prime time to try and start buying those cards, because it's right in the middle of the off season when there's the least amount of people looking to buy those cards. So my strategy was to get as many cards as possible from eBay, and so I was buying big lots of 5 to 20, they were all rookie quarterbacks, mostly from the Chronicles and select sets. And so my thinking is, for example, Kyler Murray, the 2019 Gridiron card, is currently selling PSA 10 over $300. That was a $1 to $2 card when Chronicles came out 2 years ago. So my strategy is to collect, and I currently have about 200 rookie quarterbacks, collect a bunch, hold them for about 2 to 3 years, evaluate where that player is and how they're doing, and then that will help me decide whether or not I should submit it to PSA or other grading company, or sell the card on eBay as a lot. So that's kind of my strategy a couple months ago. Now what my current strategy is to short-term slab deals. So basically go on eBay, buy slabbed cards, and flip them almost as soon as I get them. And that kind of leads us into the question, who am I investing in? I am investing in the same guy that I just said. Yeah, props, right?
What in the world?
Now, these are just examples of my strategies. This is Jalen Hurts. So my number one guy is Jalen Hurts. Why Jalen Hurts? I know he's had kind of a rocky start, kind of up and down. He has had flashes of greatness, but this is from the Chronicle set. This is the Prism Black Silver. I got this for $60. Now, if you were to look at the Justin Herbert of this card, it's over $300.
Yeah.
So this is actually selling for less than the Jordan Love version of this card when he's not even playing. And this one is a select field level maroon die cut. I got that for $50, and these are SGC 10s. So those are gem mint cards. You're getting them at a fraction of the price of any of the other rookie quarterbacks. Yeah. And I think Jalen Hurts could legitimately be a Lamar Jackson or a Kyler Murray type player in the future. Now, keep in mind, he has only started 11 games. He is pretty much still a rookie. He only played 4 games last year, only started 4 games last year. So even though he's had some rocky moments, I still believe that he has super high potential. Like, he has shown that he has the potential, and as soon as the offense starts clicking, his cards are just going to shoot up in value. And he also has a bunch of rookie wide receivers and second-year wide receivers. So I think that he is just going to continue to prove himself, and eventually, it's a card you can get cheap that you can probably flip really quickly for a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
The second player that I have been somewhat investing in is Tua T. Now, I know that there's a lot of concern, maybe is the word, I don't know, but there's some trade rumors going around. I don't really care. It almost makes it better for me, because that means people are more hesitant to buy the cards. And my thinking is, even if Deshaun Watson does go and replace him as the starting quarterback there, Tua is still going to be starting somewhere. And I think, obviously he's had a little bit of an injury history. He was kind of almost his entire career. But if he's able to come back healthy and actually perform the way, what was he drafted? 5th overall? 4th overall? Something like that?
Sure. It was first round for,
Yeah, if he's able to come back and play, no, I think it was 5th overall.
All right, I'm not sure.
Anyways,
if he is able to come back and perform how they expected him to on whatever team he's on,
Yeah.
You can get them for almost nothing right now, and I think you can flip that, and it is a good investment. So those are my two right there.
So Tua T and Jalen Hurts.
That's
didn't
right.
They both play for Alabama.
They did. You know,
So,
yeah.
Alabama products.
Tua actually replaced Hurts, and then Hurts had to go elsewhere, and then eventually get drafted. But
Hurts got hurt.
Hurts got hurt. Now Tua's getting hurt.
So you have a short-term approach to your current investment strategy.
Yes.
You're buying slab cards. That way you can post them up right now.
Yep.
And whether that's after a good game or whether that's a good stretch of games, you're really focused.
I've actually just been posting it as soon as I get it in, and then you kind of put it at what you want it to sell for, and then that way when they do have the good game, you don't have to go on eBay and try and get it on there. It's already on there and up, ready to be sold.
And the benefit of buying pre-graded cards, and I don't want to go off too much on a tangent here, but you are essentially buying a perfect card.
Exactly.
That's already has the cost of pre-grading in there, right? So
Yeah.
$30 to get this card graded, and you bought it for $50?
Yeah, so basically you're buying a card for $30 plus the grading for $30 since I got the card for $60.
You know it's perfect.
And you know it's perfect. So
And
you
sell
could,
that way.
in theory, crack this, send this to PSA, and it would come back to you in theory.
Sir, your turn.
All right, just for information, when we say short term, we're talking a year or less. Midterm is 2 to 4 years, and then long term we consider 5+ years. So I'm doing a little bit of both. I'll buy
Everything.
cards, go short term, put them and list them, and then some I'm holding for long term.
If it's on eBay, John's bought it.
Yeah, check out my eBay and da-da-da-da. So 2 players I'm doing right now, which we're all into football. I've watched football more than any other sport, but I'm doing baseball. Shohei Ohtani, just an amazing talent. I mean, hitting, stolen bases, RBIs, and then pitching.
He's a rare
ace.
player,
So
for
it's-
sure.
It's just crazy.
Nobody does that.
I was able to pick up some of his slabs, and again, like John said, SGC to me, when I look online, I see a really good value for where they're going for. I think PSA has the best resale. I don't think anybody argues that. Beckett, BGS, and then SGC I think is third.
Yep.
Hopefully CSG picks it up because we bought some of their stuff and invested. But I've been able to pick up about 3 or 4 of Shoei's slabs that I've posted at a price that I think is fair for now. MVP vote is coming up in about 2 weeks. Everybody knows for sure that he's going to win. I mean, nobody can even touch him. So if the cards don't go for that, those are long-term holds. I'm sure that the guy's going to keep doing unless he gets injured, which anything can happen with the pitcher and hitting. So he's actually out on the field even twice as much. But I picked up some of his cards at a good value. I got several raw cards, but not very many because he's a little bit out of my price range, so he's a little bit more expensive.
We're not quite big time yet.
No, we're not there yet. But I was able to pick up a few raw cards on Facebook, some lots I got to get graded.
Okay.
The other person I've been targeting is Wander Franco.
Both baseball.
5-tool player, amazing. He's, we're from Florida, so we're watching Tampa Bay. I picked him up hoping that they would go further in the playoffs, maybe even make the World Series, and maybe his cards would be worth more, but that didn't work out for us. So again, picked up several of his slabs, fairly cheap. We're going to do some videos later about the cards. These guys have gotten on to me for the base cards, and then everybody has a card that's worth more money. So I've been picking up some of those Chrome cards, maybe not his rookie, the most expensive one, but I've been picking up some graded cards that I'm hoping I get my money back on, and I did pick up a few of the Bowman First Prospect 2020 card that I'm going to try to get graded in the long term. So those are the 2 players that I'm looking at, both baseball, which I don't really do, but I'm confident that those guys, the way they're playing, and long term, their longevity just looks amazing for what they've been able to do in a short term. So
He's only 20 years old, the Wander Kid.
that's amazing.
So you're taking his short-term approach, but you're also doing some long-term with some raw cards. All right.
So if mine don't sell short term, I'm confident that later I'm going to make the money. So if I don't get what I think they're worth now, which people give you a hard time about why your cards they're not at comps.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what I think they're worth, and I'll just hold them in the long term.
Right.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the market is kind of saturated right now. So, I mean, as soon as it thins out, maybe the demand starts increasing a little bit more, you might get what you have listed for.
Yeah, when collectors actually get the cards that they want, and then everyone gets out of the market that is only in it for money. Anyways, as opposed to these gentlemen, it's not by design. I have a different approach than both of these guys. I am more focused on long-term deals, focused specifically on raw cards. And as you mentioned, I think it's a direct result, or I know it's a direct result of the market just being saturated right now. And I'm one of those individuals that are saturating the market because I have so much money tied up in graded slabs. So as I focus on moving that product, I want to get prepared for my next wave of, potential prospects for PSA when they reopen, or some other grading company. So with the market saturation, with an overinvestment in current cards, I've moved to, again, the long-term investment on raw cards, strictly from eBay. And the top 2 players that I am investing in, first one is a football player, and I'm doing Zach Martin. So as opposed to a skill player or quarterback, there are some value in players that have potential to make it to the Hall of Fame. Perfect example in this case is Randall McDaniel. We've seen him a lot in the lots that we've purchased. I may be wrong. I want to say he's an offensive tackle, but he may be a defensive tackle. I'm not exactly sure.
He's offense for sure.
Is he
But
offense?
I don't know about tackle guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, nevertheless, an offensive lineman, as long as they make it to the Hall of Fame, they have some value. And right now, Zach Martin has been to multiple Pro Bowls. Everyone thinks that he's going to be, in the Hall of Fame. He is a Dallas Cowboy, so the fans there love investing in those cards. So I'm going to ride that.
Them and nobody else.
I'm not even a Dallas Cowboys fan. I just know that Zach Martin's a great player. He protects Dak, and he opens holes for Zeke. So I think you can get some of his great cards for really cheap right now. And if they grade out, your profit margins are 10, 20x, which is pretty significant. And that's just right now.
How many Zach Martin cards do you have?
I currently have about 40 Zach Martin rookie cards.
All in.
All refractors. And I only have one autograph, but they're all refractors, prisms.
For a lineman.
For alignment, yeah.
The good thing about alignment is there's not
Yeah.
a lot of competition out there. Quarterbacks, you
Yeah.
got competition for everywhere. Linemen, there's only a few people probably targeting those guys.
But the one downside is the likelihood of them getting injured is high. So, yeah, I have about 40 that are ready for PSA whenever I'm ready to send them off.
Man.
Yeah, I'm in on him. Second guy that I'm doing, and this is a little pivot for me because I'm not very familiar with the sport, but these 2 guys are fanatics about hockey. So over the last couple years, I've bandwagoned onto the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I have been investing in this guy named Braden Point.
Nice.
He's just fun to watch. The guy is electrifying on the rink. You like what I did there?
Ah, the Lightning.
Yeah. So Braden Point is my guy right now. I'm investing. I have roughly about 20 of his rookie cards from OPG Platinum. Actually, just OPG Base and Platinum for around $10 per card. And I just think of like a Wayne Gretzky. I know those are huge shoes to fill, but there is potential for him to at least get in the Hall of Fame. So I really like Braden Point for the price point. Man, I'm on a roll.
He does.
Yeah.
He does have
So.
he has speed, which is something
Yeah.
you can't teach, and then he's got crazy puck handling skills. And his shoot, I mean, he was just scoring. It seemed like every playoff game last year. So he's
crazy
he's
in
hard.
playoffs.
and
Guy
he's
wants
young,
to play.
Yeah.
Huge heart.
very gritty.
Loves the game.
So, he was drafted in 2016, so a very young player when it comes to hockey standards. So there's a lot of time for him to prove himself. But those are my 2 guys because of the market conditions, and we'll see how they turn out.
All right, so I think that is pretty much it. We all have 3 pretty
Strategies.
vastly different strategies. If you
Across
like
3 sports too.
Yeah, we do have it across 3 sports. If you like one of our strategies more than the others, please let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear all of let us know who you agree with. We'd love to hear your opinion. And even if you have a different strategy, let us know so that we can consider doing that as well. So if you enjoy content like this, please let us know. And if you have suggestion for a future video, let us know and we'll make a video for you. But until next time, John and Cody.